guess where we're headed? Well, to find out, you gotta subscribe. Just kidding. But subscribing would make me super happy. It means a lot to me. We are headed back to CrossFit today. So last week I worked out. You know, I did a CrossFit workout. If you missed it, watch last week's video because I almost died. But I was sore like all week long. And so I guess I'm going back today. I don't really know what's going on, but you know, I like the challenge. I like to feel like I'm gonna die. So I know what the workout is too. Sometimes you walk in and you don't know what it is. But I believe that we are doing a 15-minute AMRAP. So set the timer for 15 minutes. And then you're gonna finish as many rounds as possible. It is 5 power snatches, 200-meter run, which you guys know how I feel about running. I suck at it and I also don't like it. And then 15 wall balls, 10 or 15, I forget. So yeah, it's gonna be great. Totally thought that the run would be my rest, but I forgot that I suck at running, like really bad. So the wall balls were my rest. It was not fun. Airdyne sucks. Alright guys, I'm alive still. But running is just not my thing. You know what? That's the take home this week. If you're not doing something challenging, or if you're not doing something just because you don't want to do it, I'm challenging you to do it. Just do it. You'll be happier if you do. Going to weigh in. I have a feeling that I'm probably like right around the same zone, but I still feel good, so we'll give it that. The scale. Hold up.
Error,
you guys. This scale is so wrong. So the reason that I moved it is because it was like weighing 149 or whatever, and I'm like, all right, this is what happened last time. Right now it's reading 146.8. We'll move it one more time. 146.8. Which I think that's what I weighed like the very first time I weighed in. So if you remember last week, I was weighing a little bit higher because I was like about to start my period. So that all went down, and I told you guys like it usually just kind of drifts back down so you don't freak out. So that is essentially what happened. That's what we're seeing right here. Remember to weigh in consistently at the same time after like keep variables very much the same, especially like using the same scale, so that you can just see where the line is over time. If you are trying to lose weight, it is not, if you're tracking your weight, it is not going to be this downhill slope. It's going to have little bumps and fluctuations, but as long as that trending line is headed downwards, that's a really good sign. If you're seeing that you are maintaining for, let's say, a week or 2 weeks, maybe it's time to add in some more activity or decrease your macros a little bit. You'd be surprised at what those really small changes can do if you are really consistent about them. If your weight is headed upwards, I would say over a 2-week span, 2 weeks or 14 days is usually like my gauge. So 1 week is really not enough to tell whether something is working or not. So give it 14 days of consistency to really see whether your plan is working. But if your weight is headed up, then again, maybe what you can look at is decreasing your macros or increasing your activity levels, but even more specifically, you could look at your food choices, because sometimes those things really do matter and add up over time. I feel like progressively I am looking better and better. I love the way I look in the gym. So that is really what is most important. My clothes are fitting great. I do see some more like leanness in my arms and such, so it's coming along slowly, and that is the take home. Just give things time. This is all about long-term progress. You don't want to spend 6 weeks extreme dieting and then rebound and then you're back to square one. So this is all about slow and steady. I got my protein shake. This is just 1 scoop of PE Science vegan protein, and then I also put the reds in there for extra health. I'm dead, but I wanted to take you through a couple of like my staples for macro friendly eating. I eat the same thing almost every day, and I'm okay with that. But something that you can do if you are that type of person is just like switch up sauces. But in general, I would say to achieve that like macro friendly state, you're always going to want to look at nutrition facts. And I would bet that unless you're doing like keto, which is super high fat, you're going to want to search for things that have a low to like moderate level of fat, because otherwise your fat's just going to like hike up and up and up. So anyway, that would be like if you're dieting. So number 1, I'm just going to pick randomly. I eat a protein bar every day, and I go for these pure protein. You can get them at like Costco or Sam's Club. My favorite is chocolate peanut butter. Rice cakes are awesome. It feels like you're eating like a high quantity, but they are fairly like low carb and definitely low fat. So I like to put like cookie butter or peanut butter. If I need extra protein, I definitely use the Fat and Weird protein cookie butter on my rice cake. To get an added like an added snack full of protein, I love these Quest chips. I don't eat them every single day, but I'm a chip lover, so that's a really nice way to squeeze in some more protein and get a yummy snack. We always keep a source of meat that's already cooked in our fridge, so if we're in a pinch, then we can, put it with pasta or something like this, which is microwavable rice, and then you have a meal under 90 seconds. Obviously, we got a lot of meat, so we buy in bulk for the most part. We usually get ground beef every week, anywhere from like 98.2 to like 96.4 fat level. And then we always get chicken breasts. Chicken thighs are a little bit like yummier, but they definitely have higher fat, so that's why we stick with chicken breast. We cook it a variety of ways. We always have a salad every single day. I love having light cheese sticks around. They have a little bit of fat, some protein, some carbs, and I just feel like having these around is like a quick snack. I can pair it with my protein bar, a fruit, something like that. I just wanted to show these because like these make my salads so much more enjoyable. So like croutons, 1 serving can really make a difference. And then Brad really likes these. These are the Fairlife protein drinks. These ones have caffeine in them, so he likes to drink those in the morning. But yeah, I would say in general, if you are not a meal prepper, then what you can do is just keep like bulk items in your fridge and use those for those like quick meals like lunch and breakfast. And then if you have time to cook every night, then perfect. If you haven't checked out our recipes ever on our channel, definitely do that. Brad has made some really great macro-friendly foods lately, so definitely check those out. I got dressed. That is something that makes me feel like 100% better about life, makes me feel happier and energetic, especially as a mom. Today we have like a special event, so I'm a little bit nicer than normal. But that is a little piece of advice, especially I think like most of you guys are women, but I just highly recommend, if not every day, just like getting ready a little bit so you feel ready to like conquer your day. That is kind of how I stay happy day to day. And it just really brings up my last and final point, a little piece of encouragement for you guys. If you are not working on your inner health, your emotional health, stress management, even like sleep management, you likely will be slower to make progress with the outer portions of your body. I've been coaching clients for at least 4 years now, and that is one theme that I can confidently say is a trend when someone is going through emotional ups and downs, stress, they're not getting enough sleep, there's just life factors playing in. They have a really hard time being consistent with everything else and seeing progress long term. So inside out, work from the inside out. That's what I'm challenging you to do this week. But I hope that you found this video helpful. We have 3 more weeks, 3 more check-ins to do until Cookiefest, which is giving me anxiety. But remember to subscribe, like this video, comment below, and share it with someone that might find it useful. You're worth it.